Hey everybody, welcome to the Bot Squad podcast. I'm here once again with my boy Cody. We're gonna review the Royal Rumble pay-per-view that happened, and I don't know, man. I gotta say, it was pretty good show. Pretty good show.
I liked the overall result.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a pretty quality show. Now there was a pre-show match I did not see. Didn't really care for it. All I know is Mark Henry and Jack Swagger won a tag team match. Why were they tagged together? I have no idea. But they got put in a Rumble match. That's about all you need to know.
Exactly.
So the Royal Rumble starts off. The actual show starts off. Vince and Steph arrive and say it's going to be a wonderful night, and then they're interviewed by JoJo saying they have history with Roman over the past couple of weeks, and they're like, yeah, he has a huge task ahead of him, and it's going to be a great night for him. Great night.
Yeah, Vince was very ecstatic when he hopped out of the limo.
And we would find out later why.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we would find out. So yeah, one thing I did notice about the Royal Rumble was there was no like specialty stage, and I've been noticing this with a lot of WWE pay-per-views, but their stages are lackluster.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're saying.
Uh, like there used to be a special type of stage you could associate with a certain type of pay-per-view, but I don't know, man. This it was just like Raw with Royal Rumble splattered all over it.
Yeah, like when they did like the promotions for the Royal Rumble, it was like a Coliseum type theme. So when you see the show, that's kind of what you were expecting.
Exactly. You were expecting a Coliseum type thing, and you get none of that. No statues or nothing. It
Nope.
was pretty much they took away the ramp, and it was just flat surface. That was about it.
Exactly.
So yeah, but anyway, the first match was the Intercontinental Championship match, Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose in a last man standing match. Woo. Oh man, this match right here.
Now this one I did catch the beginning to. One part that really got me is when Kevin Owens pulled out all the chairs and he just sat there. He pulled like two of them up and just sat there. Like, oh boy.
Like, oh, these are a lot of chairs I'm grabbing. Oh well, screw it. Why not? But yeah, these two, like we thought in the preview for the Royal Rumble, were beating the hell out of each other.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Owens had the upper hand for most of the match, but Ambrose wasn't backing down from him. And
And that
well, I'm sorry, you kind of cut off. What you say?
and I was really expecting a different outcome to this match. I mean, I'm not used to I don't know. They're going with this thing, I guess, now to where the guy gets owned and then he just comes back all of a sudden. Like last year's WrestleMania, for example, Roman was getting his ass handed to him, and then all of a sudden it just comes back and builds all this momentum.
It's like the Hulk Hogan effect. Like you'll beat him down, and then at a certain point you hit him, and they're like, "Hold on, wait a
Exactly.
minute, no, 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 this ain't about to end like this. I'm about to come back on you real quick. Well, I ain't about to play
Right.
no games with you. It's over now. I got my energy back. I don't know how, but I got it back."
Exactly.
And there were a couple spots during this match that were pretty sweet. Like when Owens ran at Dean Ambrose when he was on the barricade outside and cannonballed into him and broke the barricade. That was
Mm.
sweet.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the part at like the beginning where the fans were like, "Holy shit, holy shit."
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fans definitely went crazy for that. And then Owens pretty much like set his own demise up though by setting up those two tables outside the ring.
Yeah, that setting up your own demise seems to be a thing at this year's Rumble, but we'll get into that later with another match, actually.
Yeah, definitely for sure. It was like, okay, you're putting these tables here, but how do you expect to get him through there? Because let's paint a picture for you. There's the one of the turnbuckles outside the ring. He kind of caddy cornered it with the barricade and the pole. So it was just like a weird spot to put tables at. And I was trying to figure out how was he going to get him to go through the tables.
Right.
But yeah, we saw later how that would play into effect. Um, let's see. It's a couple spots in this match. It didn't really go for too long unless I was not paying that much attention to it. But yeah. Oh, that spot where they put a table in the ring and Owens. Oh my God, I thought he killed Ambrose. He like I don't know what that was, like a modified Moshinoku driver or something.
That Luke Harper.
Yeah, and he put him through that table, man. And I thought Dean Ambrose wasn't gonna get back up. Oh, it looked like he killed that man.
It was a great way to start the Rumble.
Great way. And then Owens went for he set up four chairs and then one on top, and he put Dean Ambrose on them. And he went to the top rope, right where the tables were set up, to go for a moonsault off the top rope onto the chairs and Dean Ambrose, which probably would have killed Dean Ambrose. But instead, Dean Ambrose gets up and pushes him off the top rope, and he flips onto the two tables that he set up earlier in the match, and did not get back up from that. It was over. He was down for the count, literally.
Dean Ambrose retains.
Dean Ambrose retains. Man, didn't we both pick Kevin Owens to win this match?
I think this was the one where we both like disputed. I think one of us went Dean, one of us went Kevin. We'll have to watch that one over to see.
Yeah, maybe I was the one that said maybe Dean Ambrose would get the upper hand. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that one back.
So yeah, the next match was the tag team championship match between the New Day and the Usos.
Now this one I actually didn't see. I mean, I know the outcome obviously because of later, but yeah, take us through this one.
So right as New Day is coming out, they they come out once again in that somber mood, that sad mourning of the trombone that was destroyed by Jericho.
Francesca.
Francesca. And so they come out and they're asking for a moment of silence. Of course, Xavier hasn't come out yet, and they're asking for the moment of silence, and then all you hear is a trombone playing, and Xavier comes out and he has another trombone, and he calls it Francesca too. And they're like, but what about Francesca? What about the original? What's up with that? He was like, well, you could only mourn for so long. And then he said in a really weird voice, he was like, a brother got some needs, man. Like he was having relations with the trombone or something. It was really funny. And he said the power of positivity helped him to mourn and get through it. And so, yeah, after that, they get in the ring and, New Day rocks and all that good stuff. And then the Usos come out and they have the match. Um, like I said in the review, man, I've seen this match too many times, so like
Oh my God, yes.
wasn't really excited for it, and I kind of knew how it was gonna turn out, and it was exactly how I thought. It was like the Usos got the upper hand, and then New Day took over, and then it seemed like both tag teams were trying to use tactics to win the match. It was like the Usos were trying to play into the New Day's sneaky little tactics to get the upper hand and win the match, but it just did not work out for them.
So is it how we talked about it earlier, like in the last video, where the numbers game basically won him the match?
Yeah, pretty much the numbers game in the end was the underlying factor because Xavier got involved and the Usos they hit the splash. Boom, it was about to be over, and then Xavier kind of put Kofi's leg up under the ring, up under the ring rope, and the ref he was like, "Oh, okay, well, nope, can't count to three here." And the Uso got distracted, and of course the numbers game they took over.
That's the Black Ric Flair, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, yes, it is. The dirtiest black player in the game. But yeah, at the end of the match, it was like the Usos felt like they finally got the upper hand again because the match continued after that. And once again, they were going for the splash, and Big E had tagged in, and the Uso didn't see it, so he's like, "Yeah, it's time to win this match." Boom, top rope finisher. He jumps off the top rope and gets caught by Big E, who hits his finisher
Damn.
and pins him 1, 2, 3.
Big
Uh,
ending.
yep, the
Mm.
big ending. He caught him. It was
Damn.
over. It was pretty sweet too, because I didn't see him get back in the ring. But yeah, the New Day retained the tag team championships, and I'm not too mad about it.
Me neither. I can't say I'm mad either.
But yeah, it was other than that finish, it was pretty. pretty much the same match that's been on Raw and SmackDown and Superstars and Velocity and Heat. No, I'm just playing.
Saturday night's main event.
Yep, Saturday Night Main Event, tribute to the troops, all that good jazz. Oh man.
Yeah.
So yeah, after the match we get a Wyatt promo. Hmm.
I
Haven't
love
seen too
those.
many of those, but they're always great.
Yes.
Pretty much they're just talking about they're gonna win the Rumble and Armageddon is here and all that good jazz, whatever. Um, Next match was Kalisto versus Del Rio for the U.S. Championship. I wonder what's gonna happen here.
This one actually had me going the whole match. I really didn't know the outcome
Wow, you
until
didn't?
the end. Obvious. Until the end, obvious.
Well, yeah, of course the end, but I mean, yeah, Del Rio did come out pretty fired up in this match. Like, I'm not about to lose to you again,
Yep.
but yeah, he lost to him again. Kalisto, man, I don't know. He's like, no disrespect to Rey Mysterio, but he's like a better version of Rey Mysterio.
Oh, bruh. I said this when I was watching the match. I was like, ah, damn, Kalisto, you're sitting here, you're trying to be Rey Mysterio, but you're not Rey Mysterio. If Alberto Del Rio was actually facing Rey Mysterio would have won already.
Right? Yeah, he would have hit the
Yeah.
619 real quick.
Yep.
They actually had a
Now,
good rivalry together. But yeah, anyway.
this one, I mean, I thought it was going to be like the one of those Hulk Hogan fantasies that we were talking about earlier, but this one was more of a now you fucked up moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure. I pretty much knew going into this match that Kalisto was going to take the championship back after they took the belt off of him at SmackDown. Now, if,
Mhm.
if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have known who was going to win this, but they gave the belt back to Kalisto.
Because
Um, yeah, go ahead.
I, no, I really thought that Alberto Del Rio was going to win because I was sitting there thinking the whole time, it was like, okay, we've seen Alberto Del Rio pretty much own Kalisto on any other occasion.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to figure out if they were going to make Del Rio lose, how the hell were they going to make him lose? And then I seen him unscrew the turnbuckle. I was like, okay, now you fucked up.
Yep, that was the now you done fucked up moment.
Yep.
I mean, the only way I saw Del Rio winning this is if the League of Nations came out to help him, because
Yeah.
they've been doing that lately with let's come out and help our compadres out, yay.
Pretty much, yeah. And there was no Wade Barrett, speaking of League of Nations. There was no Wade to be found.
They need to just leave him off TV because they'll put him back on TV, but he's hurt. So there was this 6-man tag team match. Almost said three. That's why we called it the Botch Squad. But it was a 6-man tag team match on Raw where it was so weird. Wade Barrett didn't touch anybody and nobody touched him. He was just
Yeah.
on the apron just to be in the match. I'm just
Smile
like,
and wave.
huh?
Smile and wave, I said.
Right, pretty much. Like he's hurt. Like he's not doing anything. Just keep him off TV for a while. Let him heal.
Pretty much.
Um, yeah, you got anything else on this match?
Mm, nope, I can't say I'm dissatisfied with it though. It was an okay match.
Oh yeah, it was pretty okay match. Kalisto hit Salida del Sol and regained the U.S. Championship match. He's a 2-time U.S. champion in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I hope to God they don't give it back to Del Rio, man.
If Del Rio takes that belt back on Raw tomorrow, I swear to you, I will go and beat WWE Creative's ass.
All right, Vince an angry letter.
Boy, oh boy, that would be terrible to do.
Yeah.
Um, After this, we get another backstage segment. Got a lot of those tonight. Um, it was Stephanie McMahon and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's pretty much talking about all the people Brock's gonna eliminate in the Rumble, and Steph's like, I don't care about that as long as he eliminates Roman Reigns. That's all I care about. He can eliminate whoever he wants, and then we can negotiate whatever. Paul's like, oh, don't worry, they're all going to Suplex City.
Except F5.
Yep, because F5's touching down in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Next match. Ah, man, I was so angry at this finish, but damn it, they did it so good. It was
They're
Becky Lynch versus Charlotte for the Divas Championship.
There are two things with this match that got me. One happened at the end, and the other is just Ric Flair being Ric Flair.
Oh my God, Ric Flair being Ric Flair. And we talked about this in the preview for this match specifically. We
Yep.
said the Flairs are gonna pull out everything in their bag of tricks to get
And
Becky
he
Lynch off her game, and she
he
had to be ready.
sure did.
And they did it. They did it so perfectly too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we called this one, folks.
This, oh man. And it was like Becky had the momentum for this whole match. They made you believe that Becky was actually going to win. She was ready for the shenanigans and the tricks. She was ready for it. And she got caught slipping. Oh my goodness, did she get caught slipping?
Yeah.
Ah, that
The
damn Ric
first
Flair.
the first thing that had me going is when he actually put his hands on her and kissed her. I'm like, whoa, bro.
Right. She was like, wait, what the hell are you? Did you just. And then she slapped him and then didn't paid no attention that Charlotte's behind her and got attacked like that, and Charlotte gained the upper hand on her.
And then
Uh,
the second time she was about to win, and then Ric Flair takes the initiative and just pulls off his jacket and just throws it at her.
throws it on top of her, and she's got Charlotte in the disarmer. She's about to win, and she gets the jacket thrown on her, and she just loses her shit and goes after Flair. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Ah, she was so close. She was so close to beating her. Uh, and it was like one point, Charlotte, well, Becky was down near Ric Flair, and Charlotte went for like a little kick or something, and she missed her. She moved out the way and kicked Flair, so Flair landed on the ground, and then I think Becky tried to hit her with the schoolboy or schoolgirl or whatever they call it, and
Yep.
I think what Charlotte kicked out or something. Is that when she hit her with the spear? I believe so. I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I believe, then she hit her with the spear and got the pin. But those damn flares, man, they're so good at getting you off your game.
Yeah. As much as we wanted Becky Lynch to win,
But, the end of the match did not disappoint. Oh my
this
goodness.
I have so much beef with this right here. Oh my god.
You have beef?
Okay, here's the reason why. We all know Sasha Banks comes out at the end, but
Yes.
you saw this coming for the simple reason they would not stop advertising Fastlane
Yeah,
with Sasha
true.
Banks.
True. They didn't. They advertised it the whole night. Even after this, they still advertised it.
Exactly.
So yeah, Sasha Banks comes out. Haven't seen her on TV in a while, and looking just as beautiful as ever. Oh my goodness,
God.
love me some Sasha Banks. Oh my
You're-
god. So she comes out and she knocks Becky Lynch out the ring. Get out the ring. It's my time now. And she looks at Charlotte like, yeah, we were cool at NXT for a while before we started beefing. So yeah, let's be cool again. And they shake hands and they do their little whatever they did. They had a little group. It was like Charlotte, Summer Rae, um, Sasha Banks, and somebody else I'm forgetting. But they had, I think, Paige. They were like the Mean Girls or something. Some gimmick in NXT they had. That was their little handshake or whatever. So, Charlotte gets out. They're going to get out the ring. Flair gets out. And then as Charlotte's going to get out the ring, oh, no, no, we're not actually cool. I just played you. And she hits her with the bank statement. And oh my God, was she bending her in that bank statement? It looked like it hurt.
She could hit me with a bank statement.
Anytime. Open invitation. But yeah, that's pretty much setting up their rivalry leading up to Mania there, which I'm excited for. Hopefully they get their spot at WrestleMania. I would love to see them go at it at WrestleMania.
I'm curious on how Sasha Banks is going to handle the players.
Me too, because Sasha Banks has her little tactics. If you watch the 30-minute Iron Man match she had with Bailey, if you haven't seen that, you need to go watch that. Like
I'm going to have to watch that.
she tried to pull out all her stops to get her title back from Bailey, and oh my goodness, she held no punches. Let's just say that. She held no punches at all. So yeah, Sasha Banks and Charlotte will probably be feuding for the next couple of months leading up into WrestleMania, and I'm excited about it.
Me too.
So that was it for the single matches or the tag team matches, and then we get the main event, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Royal Rumble match.
Yes.
So many things, so many awesome things happened in this match.
They definitely redeemed themselves from last year. I'll say that.
Better Rumble than last year.
Yes.
Better than the year before that. Oh my goodness, this Royal Rumble
Now, one
match.
thing I noticed is anybody watching obviously knows Roman Reigns was number one, but when he was coming down, they were still kind of booing him.
They
Just
did
a bit.
not want him to win at all. You're right. They were booing him
Mm.
for sure. So Roman gets in the ring, and the guy that comes out at number 2 is the guy that he eliminated to win the Rumble last year, Rusev. So he didn't look too happy to see him, but they went at it for a little bit, and then the third person comes out,
Oh boy.
and the music threw me all off. I'm like, hold up, I don't know that music, and then the crowd erupts. I mean, they go crazy because
Feel like I was there.
it was the phenomenal one, AJ Styles at number
Woo!
3. Oh my goodness, I marked out.
Yeah.
I marked out. Man, I went crazy. The crowd went crazy. I started running around my house. It was great. It was
This
great.
was a tear jerking Royal Rumble for me.
Yes, very much so. I was so happy they put him in this match. So happy.
One thing I like about this Royal Rumble is how they changed like the order up, because they
Yeah.
made like Rusev number two, which was kind of weird.
hmm
And then all throughout the Royal Rumble, they were putting like bigger name people in closer to the beginning.
Right. It wasn't like wait to the end and then everybody good comes out. It was like
Yeah,
they put like the jobber people near the end of it,
yeah.
except for a few people, which we'll get into later. Um. So yeah, AJ comes out. After that, I think Jericho came out. I stopped taking order of who was coming out after that for a little bit. Um. Yeah, standard Rumble match. People were getting eliminated. Uh. It was a certain point where our truth comes out. Oh my gosh. I love our truth so much. He is
Never
hilarious.
lose him.
Never lose our truth. He had the funniest moment of the night, of the week, of the month. I don't care. He gets out to the ring, runs to the ring, stops, looks under the ring. I'm like, R-Truth, what the hell are you doing? He pulls out a big ass ladder, puts it in the ring. By this point, everybody stopped fighting and is looking at this dude like, what the hell are you doing?
Kane's expression was the
Oh,
best.
Kane was looking at him like, bro. As he's climbing the ladder, he's like, bro, this ain't a ladder match. R-Truth climbs the ladder and really believed he sold it. He thought that title was at the top of the ladder. He
He
looked
reached
up.
for air.
Yeah, he reached for air and nothing. He was like, uh, whoop, there it is. And Kane is just like, let me just end this. He brings him down and throws him out the ring. Oh my goodness, that was golden. It was something different. It was hilarious. I literally lost my shit. I was
Hell yeah.
dying. Oh my god, our truth is hilarious.
Kane was a good sport about it. He threw the ladder out of the ring.
Right, and then everybody proceeded to go back to fighting each other. Now, like halfway through the match, of course, everybody's favorite stable, the League of Nations. Yay. Love those guys. Yeah.
Oh
Without
yeah.
without Wade Barrett, of course. Or
Yeah, no
King
way.
Barrett, as they've gone. I don't know. They need to stop
Bad
at King.
news, Barrett.
Bad News Barrett, King Barrett, Wade Barrett, leader of the Nexus Barrett, all those. Leader of the Core. Let's not forget the Core.
British McFoley.
Yeah, British British Mick Foley. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. But have a nice day.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So they come out and they drag Roman out the ring and pretty much try to end his life.
Rusev was the real MVP here.
Rusev was the real MVP as he ran across 3 announce tables to put Roman through one of them. Rest in peace, Spanish announce table. Announce table for Hall of Fame 2016.
Vince was loving it. They all group hugged and everything, which is kind of weird.
It was weird. It was a weird weird thing because after Rusev's just like, "Come here, boss," and they just all group hugged, and it was really, really strange. And then I don't know if you noticed this, but after they put him through the table and the stretcher started to come out, Rusev picked up one of the monitors that went inside the table and he carried it out.
I did. I actually did. I was like, wait, why does he have the? I do remember that.
He carried the monitor. He was not giving it up either. Del Rio tried to take it from him, and he was not having it. He's like, "No, man, it's mine. Go get your own."
Rusev recycle.
Even when Big Show was coming out, they were standing off to the side, and Big Show just looked at him. And Rusev is just like clutching the monitor, like, "I'm not letting this go. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen."
Right.
Oh my god. But yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yes.
Let's see. So later on in the match, Kevin Owens comes out
Limping.
limping because he got his ass beat by Ambrose.
Kevin
And
Owens sold a few good parts in this match too, actually.
he did. He made it seem like he was gonna get in this ring and just not do anything. But boy,
Yeah.
did he do something.
Oh my god, my favorite part of the whole. Well, not my favorite part, my second favorite part.
Oh man, he gets in this ring and just uh welcomes AJ Styles to WWE in the most Owens fashion ever.
We all know the ignorance of Kevin Owens, but this one was just. This is a new high for Kevin Owens, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. And it was great for him because he gained a lot of heat for it. If there was one heel that you needed to build up to have a lot of heat, it's Kevin Owens. And boy, did he get it.
Yep.
He tossed AJ Styles out of the Rumble.
If he was any more of a heel, the devil would be wearing him instead of Prada, folks.
Great analogy there.
Yes.
It was like the whole match. Titus O'Neil came out, and he gets in the ring. He starts tossing people. He tossed AJ Styles, and his hot tag, hot whatever, it got killed instantly. Don't touch AJ. The
You
crowd loves
swear AJ
AJ.
Styles flew when Titus O'Neil threw him
He
too.
flew. I don't know what Titus O'Neil's problem is, but he is out of control when he comes out.
Yes.
And they killed him. He's from Florida, and they did not care. Don't touch AJ. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. And they buried him. They just got dead, and they booed him. Titus O'Neil
Yeah.
got booed. But yeah, Kevin Owens throws him out and gets. He got booed too, but he loved it.
Yeah. He was like, "Welcome to WWE," and threw him out of the ring.
Right. He even told him, "Welcome to WWE. Now get out my ring."
They were chanting AJ Styles like they did Daniel Bryan at last year's Royal Rumble.
Yes, they were. They that was their pick to win. And once he got thrown out, all hope was gone for a little bit.
Basically.
So we get 20 men into the Rumble, and number 20, by God, it's Sami freaking Zayn.
This is Kevin Owens' other big moment in the Royal Rumble right here. Sami Zayn.
And Kevin Owens lost it. He's like, "No, I'm tired of you. Why are you here?" And Sami Zayn comes out to a huge pop. And he's like, "Yep, yep, remember me?"
Like, imagine if NXT would have been before the Royal Rumble and Finn Balor would have lost his title and came to the main roster. It would have been a million times worse.
If Finn Balor came to... Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Owens would have probably threw himself out the Rumble.
Yep.
So yeah, Sami Zayn comes out and he's going crazy for a little while, and he actually eliminated Kevin Owens,
Ironically enough.
kicked him out the ring. And I'm thinking after this little whatever they're doing in NXT with him, Samoa Joe, and Baron Corbin, and Finn Balor, I think Sami Zayn's coming up to the main roster pretty soon to feud with Owens for WrestleMania.
Oh, yes.
I would love that. I would love it. These two are great on the mic at each other, and they're such good friends that they sell the fact that they hate each other.
That's one thing NXT really does pretty good too. They mold you for this to come to the main roster with the skills necessary.
Mm-hmm. They have the character, they have the ability to talk. It's great. Now, if they would use all of them, that would be great too, but that's neither here nor there.
This is why we need separate rosters again.
Right. That would definitely work.
Yeah.
Imagine an NXT invasion. Hmm.
Now, I don't think it would go over too well because they have maybe 4 people doing all the work.
Yeah, good point. It'll probably be like Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, and Baron Corbin. That
Exactly,
probably
the 4. Yep,
the four believable ones.
true.
But yeah, that probably wouldn't work. You're probably right. But by this point in the Rumble, there's 3 of the 4 members of the Wyatt family not named Bray Wyatt in the match, and then number
Mhm.
23, another huge pop.
Yes.
Here comes the and my best Paul Heyman, the reigning, defending, undisputed. Well, he's not the champion, but you get the
Yeah.
point. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
If there was any point in the Royal Rumble where I was sitting there when the timer was counting down, I was like, send this guy out. This guy needs to come out. This guy's coming out next. Brock Lesnar was it.
Right. And it was like at this point, the Wyatt family were like dominating. They were kicking people out the ring and just waiting for Bray to come out so they could just lead him to the title. But
As expected.
yeah, but Brock comes out, and my goodness, did he come out fired up?
Oh, yeah.
Suplex City was in full effect.
This
Full.
is the part definitely where I was kind of at the edge of my seat because he was going to work on the Wyatts. He was
Whew.
going to work on pretty much everyone.
He knocked down Braun Strowman about 2 to 3 times. Nobody knocks down Braun Strowman, but
Exactly.
The Beast knocked down Braun Strowman. It was
And
incredible.
it took Brock a surprising amount of effort. Well, all except for when he went in the ring post. That one, I guess, was a gift.
Yeah, after a while, Strowman was just so weak that he just gave it up. Whatever,
Yeah.
I'm down. But yeah, Brock eliminates all 3 of those members of the Wyatt family, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
well, what's Bray gonna do now? And then Bray Wyatt comes out.
Whew. And he didn't look like he was shook at all to see that there was none of his family members in the ring at all.
And then, in perfect Wyatt family fashion, all 3 of them surround the ring apron. I'm just like, hold on, they didn't go to the back? I
Nope.
didn't even know they were still there.
This is vintage Wyatts, man.
Vintage Wyatts. And then, of course, they attack Brock Lesnar. And guess what? They eliminate the fucker.
Yep.
They
He gets
eliminated the Beast.
he gets his sister Abigail, and then the other guys just throw him out of the ring.
Yeah, and at this point, still they kept Roman Reigns away from Brock Lesnar is what I'm taking from this because Reigns still hadn't came back yet.
I'm surprised. This is something that got me. I'm surprised Brock Lesnar didn't stick around. He just, just left the ring.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they took him out the match, and it was all bad for Brock Lesnar there. Paul Heyman was complaining to the refs like, "Yo, is this legal? Like, they weren't even in the match. How they just gonna eliminate my beast like this?"
Same way the league came and took out Roman.
Right. The refs say, "Hey, it's no disqualifications," which
Yep.
which makes me wonder why has nobody ever used a weapon in a Royal Rumble, or did they? Maybe in '03 they did. Can't remember that much.
Yeah, I don't have anything for that either.
Yeah, anyway, so what was it? Number 28 or 29 was Sheamus, I believe.
Yeah.
Or 27, I think. I don't know. One of those 3 numbers.
He was one of the last 3.
Sheamus comes out, and guess who comes back into the match?
Roman.
Roman Reigns is back. Roman freaking Reigns. Mm, 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 mm. So,
I personally thought he was gonna wait till 30.
I did too, but it made sense why he didn't. Oh, it
Yeah.
made sense.
Ooh.
And yeah, he was trying to attack Sheamus and whatever. He knocked everybody down in the ring. By then, it was like Ambrose, Ziggler, Sheamus, and Bray Wyatt, I believe. So they're all down, and the timer's, counting down. Reigns is like,
Mhm.
okay, well, who's the last person? Oh, you want to know who the last person is, Roman? Oh, you want to know? It ain't the COO. It's the cerebral assassin, Triple freaking H, as we
Mm,
predicted to be the dark horse of this match. It wasn't confirmed if he would be in it, but damn, he was there.
we called it, folks.
Oh my goodness, Triple H. and he was ready. He was like, you know what? You kicked my ass at Survivor Series. That's fine and dandy. But you about to catch this pedigree real quick.
Oh yeah.
So Triple H gets in the ring, and him and Roman are staring each other down. So now they have a who can perform their finisher on the jobbers better segment.
I remember this.
And Roman like Superman punched somebody, and then Triple H pedigrees them, and yeah. So that's how that went. The final four came down to Triple H, Roman, Sheamus, and Ambrose, because Bray Wyatt was actually approached by Triple H. They looked at each other, stared each other down. Triple H was like, "Help me eliminate Roman Reigns. Come on, yeah." Bray Wyatt was like, "Okay," and then he tried to Sister Abigail Triple H, and Triple H was like, "Get up out my ring, bye bye." So yep, it was down to those four, and what happened?
This part, I swear, never looked so much like a screw job. But I mean, I understand what they do, but it definitely looked like a screw job. I'm not saying it was, but
It seemed like Sheamus sacrificed himself to help out the Authority,
yeah.
because he gets eliminated the first out of the four, and Triple H, in classic Triple H fashion, takes advantage of, because Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, they're teaming together. They're brothers. Yeah, let's Sheamus attack, so they get Sheamus out the ring. Roman Reigns celebrating too much, doesn't notice Triple H. Triple H comes up, scoop, you are no longer champion. Bye bye. See you
Yeah.
later, Roman. Sorry.
Gives the classic DX suck it afterwards.
Suck it. GG. It's over.
At
uh,
this point, I really thought Dean Ambrose was gonna win for
I
some odd reason.
I did too. I thought they were gonna put Dean Ambrose over and then turn him heel. It wouldn't have made sense to turn him heel, because I would rather them turn Reigns heel. But for a moment, it looked like Dean was gonna win.
Yeah.
He was holding no punches just because it was Triple H. He didn't care. He was like, "No, I'm about to win this match." Mm, 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 mm. He didn't.
Yeah.
Your winner, and now 14-time
Mm.
WWE champion, the cerebral assassin, the game, Triple H. Man, I loved it. I marked out for this.
It was one hell of a Royal Rumble this year.
It definitely was. And Triple H being one of my favorites growing up.
Yes.
It just, man, nostalgia. Wow. Triple H wins the Royal Rumble and becomes the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, inevitably setting up him versus Roman at WrestleMania. But I digress. Triple H is the fucking champion again.
True.
Who would, like, once he turned to the COO, I never imagined him winning another title. But damn it, he won it.
The feud here is kind of weird for me. I mean, I understand they tried to pretty much set up Brock Lesnar and the Wyatts being a feud,
Mm-hmm.
but like these are all guys who wanted the damn title and they put over to go for the title. Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt, Roman.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that's gonna work.
I don't know. I see. I've noticed a couple feuds set up for WrestleMania here. You got Sasha and Charlotte. You have
Hmm.
possibly Bray Wyatt and Brock. You
Yep.
have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and then you have
Yep.
Triple H and Roman. So I know these are four potential matches here. I'm curious as to how or what else they're gonna do for Mania, because they're low on staff right now at the moment. There's no Cena, there's no Rollins, there's no Cesaro, there's no Tyson Kidd, there's who else? Randy might not make WrestleMania. Who knows? That's still left to be seen.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, they could bring him back, but what are they gonna do with him? I don't know, but it could happen.
I want to know what they're doing with AJ Styles after this.
Exactly. That's what I want to know. What are they going to do with the phenomenal AJ Styles, with the weird church music he had?
They could have let him get a damn Styles clash. Come on. In the whole Rumble, he kept going for it.
He tried it like 6 times and didn't hit not one of them.
He tried, I want to say, Neville once, Chris Jericho twice. And it doesn't come to mind who else he did it to.
I forgot. I think he tried to hit Stardust with one, maybe.
Probably.
I don't know. I forgot. But my boy AJ couldn't get no shine with the Styles Clash. And he was
Cur-
over this whole Rumble until he got eliminated. He lasted for like 26 minutes though. That was
True.
good. They didn't just toss him out the ring.
Another person who lasted very long, I feel like probably did almost to nothing also, except for maybe like a code breaker, was Chris Jericho.
Right, and he hit that on Triple H too. He lasted to the end. He was
Yeah.
number 4 or 5. Chris Jericho lasted a while and was actually wrestling Roman. They took him out for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes of the match, and I actually forgot about him.
Yeah. It was kind of like how you felt like you knew that he was going to come back at the end.
Right. Yeah, at the end you kind of knew, but for a while I forgot that he was there or needed to come back because all the stuff
Yeah.
was happening. But yeah, I mean overall, my opinion, it was a pretty strong pay per view. Some predictable things, but the execution of it I really enjoyed. It was a strong pay per view that WWE needed. The crowd was hyped the whole night, and all the surprises, and it was great. I enjoyed it.
It made up for the mediocrity that led up to it.
Now, what's gonna happen tomorrow on Raw is left to be seen. But for now, this was a great pay per view. I liked it.
I want to see different tag teams go after these damn titles.
I wish they could build up teams like the Ascension, and I don't mean build them up like the Road Warriors. But if you go watch NXT, the Ascension is over in NXT, and they were fucking heels. They're
They
like
had these
NXT
guys.
legends.
Yeah, they had these guys beat on Road Dogg and Billy Gunn pretty
Right.
much for no reason.
Pretty much. DX came out and buried them. And then JBL buried them with the APA. Him and Ron Simmons, they buried them too. After that, the Ascension is a joke. But if they go down to NXT, I swear to you, the crowd goes crazy for them. The crowd loves them in NXT. And then it's like they get to the main roster and just nothing.
See, this is why I feel like we need the split roster again, because on SmackDown, guys like Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger were getting put over,
Mm-hmm.
and now you just don't really. I mean, you still see Dolph Ziggler. People like Dolph Ziggler. I don't care too much for him, but you don't see as many people getting put over no more.
You really don't. It's like, okay, you wrestle on Raw, we're gonna do the same match on SmackDown. Like Titus O'Neil versus Stardust. I swear they did the same match on Raw and SmackDown. Like, why?
And some of these dudes too, who are like probably just familiar Raw faces, now got their start on SmackDown. John Cena, The Miz,
Right.
just to name two.
I mean, and the Undertaker used to pretty much carry. I mean, not completely carry, but he used to carry SmackDown at one point. Like
Yeah, most of SmackDown was in his backpack, Batista's backpack.
Yep. And then the earlier days, you had The Rock and Triple H and Jericho on SmackDown.
Ooh, SmackDown used to jump back then.
SmackDown used to be better than Raw at one point, believe it or not. SmackDown used to be great, and now it's just like a joke. They might as well just put it online like they do Superstars and whatever.
I believe at one point in time, like in the early career, I think even Brock Lesnar was on SmackDown at one point in time.
He was. Actually, Brock Lesnar was. He used to feud with Kurt Angle.
Bring back the draft, please.
Oh my God. Split the brands up. Bring back, because I'm tired of the damn Authority.
Yeah, me too.
Or if you're going to have the Authority, at least have another power group appointed to them by WWE. Like, why not bring back Shane McMahon or something?
My favorite era of Raw was the Bischoff era.
Eric Bischoff was a great general manager.
The best Raw general manager, in my opinion.
Yo, you remember when Edge got drafted to Raw and he almost killed him? Like, he speared him in his head, smacked the turnbuckle. I thought Eric Bischoff died. That was a great moment. But that's why we need the draft. I remember John Cena got drafted to SmackDown. I was depressed for the rest of Monday Night Raw. And then at the end, he got drafted back to Raw. I was just like, whoa.
When he got drafted to Raw, when he first got drafted to Raw, there was almost little to no reason to watch SmackDown anymore.
Right.
And he carried Raw too for the most part. That was back when they were putting like Chris Masters over, when Kurt Angle turned heel.
That was back when Jericho was still relevant.
Yep. Edge was on top of his game.
Mm-hmm.
All types
Definitely.
of shit.
It was great back then. But I miss stuff like that. I agree with you. They do need to bring back the draft.
Most definitely.
Split the brands up. Make it mean split the titles up too. And get rid of that damn Divas title. Why is it the Divas title? Make it the women's title again. It doesn't mean shit. It's a butterfly championship. Why the
It's
fuck would
pretty
you want
stupid.
that? Do you think Trish Stratus would be fighting for that belt? You think Lita would be
No,
fighting for that belt? Hell no.
no,
You think Mickey James would be like
maybe.
why? Well, maybe Mickey James, but still, Michelle McCool, Maurice, like no, fuck that belt.
Exactly.
But yeah, I like Royal Rumble. You got anything else to add?
Royal Rumble is definitely a serious makeup for the recent mediocrity. Definitely, I've thoroughly enjoyed the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, the build up for it was ass, but the actual execution of the pay per views, and that seems to be the running theme with WWE. Let's give you crap Monday Night Raws, but a great pay per view.
Hmm.
So yeah, great pay per view for me. Great pay
So,
per
how
view
many
for
pay per
you.
views are there before WrestleMania? One,
I believe two. Cause
two.
Fastlane's next month. That's here in Cleveland, Ohio, which I wish I could go to.
Woo!
I wish I could go to Fastlane.
Yeah.
And I think there's one more after it. I'm not sure. Or maybe it is WrestleMania. Yep,
What would?
I believe WrestleMania is after Fastlane because I think Fastlane has taken the. Remember, No Way Out used to be the final pay per view before Mania,
Yep.
and then I think they're not gonna have one. I think WrestleMania will be like instead of like 4 weeks and then a pay per view, I think it's like 6 weeks and then a pay per view.
I feel like what they should do is instead of have Fastlane right there, they should just put Money in the Bank right there.
Right. Who was
Yeah.
Money in the Bank? Oh, Sheamus had it. Sheamus cashed in. Yep. Huh. Well, whatever. Fastlane and then Mania, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah, let's just hope that Monday Night Raws get better and pay per views stay great. That's all we can ask
Amen.
for. So we want to thank you guys for watching this, and we hope you guys enjoy the Rumble as we have. Make
Hmm.
sure you follow us on Twitter. You can follow the podcast at Botch Squad Pod. You can follow Cody at WGN_oven. And if you guys like the video, just leave a like, subscribe, leave some comments on your thoughts of the pay per view. And we'll see you next time, guys. All right. Peace.
All right.